Hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone. Yes, I am back. I am back with Darth Vader. Me and Darth Vader are back. Yes, for another video. Yes, hope all is well with y'all. I'm at the little bike trail down the street from where I live. It's a nice little bike trail. Matter of fact, it's so nice, I might get me a bike and start riding. But yeah, we are back with Darth Vader. Yes, and we are back for another esoteric video, another spiritual video. I'm gonna try to spend time in the shade. It's been pretty much overcast all day. Literally, the sun just came out a few minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago. It just started shining. Well, it's been shining on and off today. So I'm trying to be as accurate as I can with that. But anyway, yes, so we're back with another video. Hope all is well with y'all. All is well here. I know some of y'all are asking, why does he keep making videos if nobody's watching? Why does he keep making videos if hardly anybody's subscribing? Why does he keep making videos? It seems like a big waste of time for him to be doing that. Well, I think about it like this. I'd rather be doing something and getting minimal results, or no results, how you doing, than to be doing nothing and getting absolutely no results. And is it really about results? Is it really about results? Or is it about doing your passion? Sometimes your passion is not gonna give you outward results, but doing your passion is going to give you inward results. It's going to make you feel good on the inside. It's going to make you feel like you've contributed something to this physical plane that we live in. Look, there's a trail back there. I don't know what that trail is for. It's funny how sometimes you see trails that lead up in the woods. It kind of makes you want to go back up in there and see what's up in there, but then it kind of don't make you want to go back up in there and see what's up in there. Because you don't know what you're going to see up in there. So it's just best to not go up in those dark trails and nothing like that. As you can see, I'm on the bike trail. As long as nobody don't run over me, we all good. But anyway, yes, we're back with another video. They got people over here at the park. Yes, got people over here at the park. It seems like when you got a camera out, well, everybody's looking at you. But anyway, so what am I going to talk about today? I'm not going to sing no song for y'all today. I know y'all happy about that. They said, man, he can't sing. Or maybe he can sing. Maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe he just needs some practice. Anyway, I'm back with another video. I'm going to talk about something very kind of simple, but not simple, but it's very important. And that is how to connect to God within you. How to connect with God, the great I am, the kingdom of heaven that is within you. How to connect. See, because the majority of people in this world have no real connection. There's plenty of false connections, and there are some people who think they are connected just because they are religious, just because they go to church, just because they shout in church, or just because they preach and teach. None of that is real evidence of a connection. There's a lot of people do a lot of things. There's a lot of people do a lot of things that a lot of people like and a lot of people pay attention to. There's a lot of people who do a lot of things that get a lot of success. It's a lot of people that do a lot of things. But how many people out there is really truly connected to God within them, the great I am that is within them? What does that mean to be connected? And is there any outer evidence of a connection? And what does it mean when I say connected? What I believe in times past, or some kind of way, I guess you can say in the past, there's been a disconnect. At one time you was connected. Even when you was a little baby, you was connected. Before you entered your body was being programmed. And then you entered that body, and then you began to live out that program that is in your physical body. This is why many of you can remember the exact time your spirit entered your body. And oftentimes, your body has been on this earth for a couple of years, 2 or 3, 4, 5 years. But you can remember, I'm getting across the street. How you doing? But you can remember, you can kind of remember when your spirit, your soul entered that body that you're in right now. You might have been playing with some friends, you might have been watching TV, you might have been doing something, and all of a sudden you woke up in your body and realized in your body. And when you begin to look around in your body, you realize in your mind, in your subconscious mind, there's already a downloaded program. There's already a downloaded program, and that program came in the form of your parents. It came in the form of teachers. It came in the form of religious leaders. All of your entire surroundings was programmed into that body before your soul entered it, into the subconscious mind of that body. And so you enter this body, now you're having to navigate through the world. And so as you are in this body, you begin to act out the program that's been programmed into that body that you're in, to that mind. And the soul is there, but there isn't a real connection. The only time there is a real connection is when you disconnect from the program. When you disconnect from the program, then you reconnect to God, or the great I am, the kingdom of heaven within you. But there has to be you have to unplug from one power source and plug into the other power source. And so many people, this is what's happened to many of our souls. When you entered your body, you entered a programmed mind. You entered a subconscious mind that's already been programmed. And what you are doing, even up until this day, some people live their whole life under that programmed subconscious mind. And as you get older, the programming doesn't stop. You go to school, you're programmed. You watch TV, you're watching a program because it's programming you. You watch news, you're watching a newscast. It's casting a program upon you. Is casting seeds into your mind. And as it casts these seeds into your mind, anytime they're given energy, they grow into your mind. And so as you look around at our society, at our world, you see 95 to 90% of the people around you are programmed bots. They never disconnected and reconnected to God within them. Why this is, how this came about, I'm not sure. All I know is what it is. We were born, we was given a body. Some people think it's the reincarnation cycle. When you have a prior life or past life, you go to some sort of place where you are, where you are judged according to your past life, and you enter to this program that we call reality. And then as you enter the program, you are just software in this program. How you doing? I know I felt somebody walking behind me. How you doing? And so I knew I felt somebody walking behind me just then. I kept looking behind me, I wasn't seeing nobody. It's like they just appeared out of thin air. But the program, the reincarnation cycle, what some believe is the reincarnation cycle, and we are like batteries that are powering this reality. And so what they do is they judge you, then they prepare a body from you, and then that body is formed in the womb. Then it is birthed into this reality. Look at these people get past. I was saying the zillion bicycles around me. And so it is birthed into this reality, and when it gets birthed into this reality, it immediately undergoes programming up until the age of 7 years old. And the body and the program, it is prepared for you. And then at that point, the soul is downloaded into the body that's already been programmed. And it's certain times, I guess they decide what they call the archons or whoever's doing all of this. They decide when the body's been programmed enough, and then they do some sort of activity or some sort of method that allows the soul to enter that body. They say it goes in and out of the left eye, I heard. That's one of the things I heard. It's somebody, it goes in and out of the left eye. That's why you see some people covering their left eye with their hand to symbolize that's where the soul enters and exits. But, so the body is programmed. When the body has been programmed enough, similar to a computer, what do? Once the program, you power it up. And then when you power it up, the program starts running. Same thing when the soul enters the body. Even though the body is animated and active, the actual soul is not in that body yet. The soul enters that body anywhere between 0 years and 7 years. It can come at many times, and depending on what time your soul enters your body is how much of your past life you will remember. You have past life regression hypnotherapy, where they can somehow connect with the soul, which is connected to the Akashic records, and go and look at your past lives. I know it sounds hoodoo voodoo, but it's something to think about. And so as we grow older, the programming doesn't stop. The schools, society, across the street. School, society, or peer pressure, religion, everything continues to program you all the way throughout your entire life. But then something happens to some people. They begin to I guess the program in them begins to break down and begins to fragment, and the programming isn't as strong, and they begin to see through the programming. They begin to see through the simulation. They begin to see through, I guess, for the lack of a better word, the lies, the lie of this reality. They believe that this reality is reality, when this reality is just a program, a simulated, a simulation. And some people go through what they call an awakening. What I like to call it is a reconnecting. As you awaken, you reconnect. And as you reconnect, you start seeing the true nature of things. Things begin to become more clear to you. And I think a lot of times we're just shocked out of the programming. There's so many shocking things that go on that it shocks us out of the programming. But most people remain in the programming. But a few people, a few select people, one may call them the 144,000 or whatever you want to call it, which could mean just a small percentage of people, a small percentage of souls begin to awaken and reconnect. And as these souls awaken and reconnect, oftentimes they find themselves alone and isolated. They find themselves not being able to fit in because you got a programmed society, a programmed world, and you got programmed people. How you doing? All right. And you got programmed souls, you got programmed bodies that are just living out the program. And these people, all of a sudden, that you were so comfortable with, they become very foreign to you. The way they talk, the way they act, the things they do, it becomes very foreign to you, and you become isolated and set apart. You become peculiar to them. In other words, they see you as kind of strange. And I've been kind of like dealt with some people awaken immediately, even as children. They awaken just right out there. And some people it takes a little longer. Unfortunately, the majority of people will live their whole life and never wake up. They live their whole life under the programming. And I don't know if it just, if they have to live so many lifetimes, or, I don't know how that part works. All I know is once you awaken, you start, it's an automatic thing. Once you awaken, you start to reconnect. Once you start to reconnect, you realize that there's a spirit within you. And the soul begins to move out of the programming and into the spirit, or over towards the spirit. And as you move toward the spirit, you become what the Bible calls the heir and joint heir, and a co-creator, the power of all things. And you realize, as you reconnect, this spirit, this light within you begins to get stronger and more powerful, and it begins to let you know what's really going on out here. Until you connect to the Spirit of God, the great I am, your higher self, your source self, yes, even that which is good, right, and true that is within you, you will always be under the programming. Meaning, all they have to do is create a mainstream narrative. All they have to do is say something and make it official, and now it's the program within the person. But some people, many people, have awakened from this programming. And some people are what I call on the fence. In other words, they feel like something's not right. They feel like something's not. They feel like something's kind of off. They feel like something's kind of off. And so they start to observe more of what's going on around them. They observe of how the mainstream narrative, the mainstream everything, they observe how people are acting around them, how easily people are programmed, and how easily people buy into the mainstream, the official narrative of everything, without any question. Some people are shocked into this. Yes. Some people are shocked into this. Like, believe it or not, there's some people still walking around with masks on. And it's become I believe, it has become what they call a cultural thing now. Meaning, just like you have some people that wear sunglasses, you have some people that wear ball caps, you gonna have some people just gonna be wearing masks. You know, it's just like sunglasses and ball caps. You got some people that just gonna be wearing that stuff because the programming, the neuroplasticity has already been set up and is running. And the only way to break free is to awaken. So as you awaken, I think the automatic thing that happens is you begin to reconnect. See, if you awaken without reconnecting, you're just going to be confused. And it may even drive a person insane because they're not connected, but they're awakened. They're awakening. So if you're going to awaken, you have to reconnect. So how do you reconnect? That's what this video is really about. So this is for those of you that feel like something is not right, that feel like something is off, and you didn't know it at first because you had this program running within you, and you was running with the program. You hear them say all the time, get with the program, get with the program. That's just a way of saying, stay in the program, stay in the program. But as you begin to break free from the program or awaken from the program, you know that something's not right. You know that something is off, and you begin to go through this period of confusion, maybe even some depression. And then a lot of truth start coming your way. You don't know whether to accept it or reject it, because most of the truth that comes your way is not of the mainstream, or it's coming to you from within. And most people have been programmed to ignore their own intuition. They've been programmed to ignore their own intuition and accept the mainstream narrative of everything. Sometimes your intuition will line up with the mainstream narrative. Oftentimes it won't. But you have to have your internal, the God within, the great I am that is within you. And so you connect. First of all, you have to have what I believe an intent. Meaning you want to, you intentionally want or desire or seek to connect with God within you. Second of all, you have to shut out the noise. You have to shut out all of the noise, especially the mainstream noise, and get somewhere and be by yourself and ponder within yourself. And then I believe you just go within and ask God, tell God you want to reconnect. Tell the great I am you want to reconnect with him. Why would God reject that? That's the whole purpose, is to reconnect. So once you let God know, once you make the intent to reconnect, the process begins. And you're gonna go, it's a long process, it's not an overnight process. Oftentimes, you're gonna go through a period of rejection. You're going to go through a period of confusion. You may go through a period of conflict, internal conflict, where your programming and the great I am are battling it out within your heart and mind. You don't know really which way to go. But if you stick with it and keep the intent within you that you do want to connect, reconnect. And some people will listen to this video and blow it off like it ain't that, like it's really nothing, like it ain't that serious or whatever. And I'm used to that. Usually the videos that get blowed off is the one that everybody should be listening to. And the ones that should get blowed off, that's the one that's everybody listening to, aka the mainstream. Well, how many fish get caught in the net? The fish that are swimming in the mainstream. The fish that stay off to the side, they don't get caught in the net. The ones that get caught in the net that are swimming with the other fish in the mainstream. You see that metaphor? So you have to have that intent. You have to get by yourself. Spend a lot of time. This is why awakened people find themselves in isolation, because it is necessary to reconnect. It's necessary. Reconnecting and isolation go hand in hand. It is a must. It is a must to reconnect. And as you reconnect, you begin, God within you, the spirit within you, the light, that dim light. Some people say, you know, you should go into meditation. I don't know if it's meditation as much as it is just getting by yourself and setting the intent to reconnect with God. And God begins to, the light, the dim light that is within you begins to shine a little bit brighter every day. You begin, and the spirit within you begins to reveal a little bit more to you every day, every moment. And then not only that, you begin to recognize and realize who you are. That God is within you, and you are a creator and a co-creator. That this reality is malleable, and that God's word is your word, and your word is God's word. As you reconnect, you begin to act like someone who is connected to God. You begin to walk like someone who is connected to God. Not in a religious way, but in a connected way. People outside of you, around you, can see it. This is why they look at you funny. This is why you get strange behavior. Sometimes you may even feel animosity coming off of people. Jealous animosity. It ain't got nothing to do with morality so much. But when you are connected to God, you don't have to try. You see, most people, part of the program is this dopamine, this need for acceptance, this need to feel relevant. Yes. This need for attention. That's the thing, this need for attention, relevance, and acceptance. Not only do they need it, they're addicted to it. You are born addicted to this thing called dopamine. You are basically, how you doing now? You are basically born a drug addict. Look at the man, young man showing off. You're basically born a drug addict. How are you born a drug? You were born addicted to this thing called dopamine. You're born addicted to attention, addicted to being relevant. Across the street. You want to be accepted. And so when you don't get accepted, when you don't feel relevant, you go through these withdrawals. But yeah, so even a man, he's born addicted to that dopamine that that woman gives him. A woman is walking dopamine to a man. She's walking dopamine. He wants her acceptance. He wants her to make him feel relevant. Yes, and he wants her attention. But once a man overcomes this desire or this addiction to acceptance, attention, and relevance from a woman, he becomes free. He becomes free. And a lot of times, as you begin to awaken, this is why a spiritual man, an awakened man, you notice they're alone. They don't have no girlfriend or no wife. Because God needs to get them, is trying to break the addiction within them. That addiction for relevance from the woman, that addiction to be accepted by the woman, and the addiction to have the woman's attention. Once you break that, then you're truly free. That doesn't mean that you won't ever have a woman or have a relationship with a woman or whatever. And in fact, that's what brings the right woman. Most people end up with the wrong woman is because they want the attention, they want the relevance, and they have this addiction. I'm gonna go this other way. That lady acting strange down there. I don't like walking up on people that's acting strange because you never know what they're gonna do. So I'm gonna go this way. Anyway, back to what I was saying. As you are addicted to this attention, relevance, and acceptance, you have to break that addiction. And it's for anybody. Even a spiritual woman will ignore a spiritual man. You would think a spiritual woman would be all into a spiritual man, but even she don't want nothing to do with a spiritual man, because the addiction to relevance, attention, and acceptance has to be broken. In order to break that attention, you have to be isolated and realize that it's God within you that's the true power. It is God in you that's the true reality. It is God within you that is the truth in general. I'm not gonna hold y'all long tonight. It's been about 30 minutes. And so you set your intent. You set your intent, get by yourself and spend time with God within you. You intentionally go within and just tell God you want to reconnect. Don't see God as something outside of you. See God as that all spark within you, that light within you. And once you see that, then you are looking at God. You have to look with your internal spiritual eyes. You can't see God with your physical eyes, because this is an illusionary plane that we live on. Not to say that God's not out there. God's everywhere. But the real essence of God you find within you. This is where you find the real essence and the truth of God within you, the great I am. I say God, you go down a whole religious path when you say God, because every religion says God. But when you say the great I am, your higher self, your source self, the all that is good, right, and true, the kingdom of heaven within, it goes beyond just saying God. So I didn't realize how many bike riders be on this little bike trail. It's not that many though. I guess riding a bike on a Sunday is just a good little hobby. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. So once you make the intent, once you get by yourself and spend regular moments away from the TV, away from the cell phone, away from any type of friend. Isolation is good. Embrace the isolation. Embrace it. Don't be mad about it. Don't be mad because nobody wants to pay you an attention. Don't be mad because nobody wants to give you validation. Don't be mad because they don't want to give you acceptance. Embrace that and know when they don't accept you, that's when God accepts you. When they don't give you relevance, that's when God gives you relevance. Yes. When they don't give you validation, that's when God gives you validation. When they don't give you attention, that's when God gives you attention. What you don't get from the world, God gives you. Whatever you're missing from the world, that's what God gives you within. When the world stops paying you attention, that only means God's paying you attention. When the world stops validating you, that only means that God is validating you. When the world stops accepting you, that only means God has accepted you. It's either the world or God. It can't be both. So embrace it when you're not accepted. Embrace it when you're not validated. Embrace it when no one pays you any attention. That means God is giving you attention, validation, and acceptance. And then the right acceptance, the right validation, yes, and the right attention will come your way. But you must connect first. You must live your life talking to God within you. See God as the all spark, the spirit, the light within. As you see that and you embrace that, nothing else matters. Nothing else outside of you really matters. Even material things, material possessions, material status, it all becomes sort of irrelevant because you've connected to the pearl of great price that is within you. Why they call it the pearl of great price? How you doing? So, yes. I'm gonna get ready to turn this corner. Please stay right center line. See this right here? He said, please stay right center line for your own safety. What am I saying with that? Mean you stay on the right hand path. That is the path that leads to God. The right center line. So yes, I'm gonna stop right here. Yes, so love yourself, be kind to yourself, and accept the fact that God is within you, and that everything else outside of you is irrelevant. Everything outside of you means nothing. Everything that you want, and even wanting attention, validation from others, is something. Oh, my battery's about to go dead. Even wanting validation and attention from others is a waste of time. Even wanting acceptance from others is a waste of time. Yes. This is why you gotta love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't worry about what's going on outside of you. And know that all is well within you. As long as all is well within you, all will be well outside of you. Usually why people are having so many issues outside of them is because they got so many issues within them. Yes, I'm gonna see what's inside this building right here. Oh, this is a little gym. Looks like a little gym in there. I didn't know there was a gym. It looks like a little kettlebell gym. You got kettlebells in there, getting ready to turn into a gym. Okay, it's not too bad. But anyway, I'm getting ready to end this video. And remember, you have to do what most people are not doing. I want you to see this part right here. Please stay right. Please stay right. Please stay right. As long as you stay on the right side, as long as you stay right, and know that all is well with you. As long as you stay right. Even if wrong try to mess with you. Just stay right. Stay in the right. What I mean by that, follow your heart. Follow God within you. Follow the truth within you. Follow the great I am, the pearl of great price that is within you. I'm getting ready to end this video now. I'm gonna go upload. It's been 41 minutes. We're back at Darth Vader. Yes. 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 Super fast. Super fast. Super fast. Anyway, yes. Reconnect. 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 This is your life's purpose. I'll see y'all next time. God bless. Y'all take care.